Alright, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. Double honors to the apostles of GMS and the sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity. And I want to pretty much go into the topic about not letting Esau be your friend. Because, well, or knowing that Esau isn't our friend. Because shit's really kicking off, as usual, because these prophecies are being put forth. But you have a lot of Jake that put their hand alongside Esau, be defend him through every little thing he does, such as our slavery. Niggas would put that aside, but they'll remember Memorial Day about how the Edomites, or how should I say, the soldiers defended America while dying. But they'll never try to remember us. They'll never try to remember themselves what they've been put through. They'll use that slavery shit, to what benefits them. The only time they don't even use the slavery because they like to toss that away. Here you got movies coming out about slavery and you don't see any Jake trying to watch it, such as the one movie that me and the Akiums went to was what was it called? It was Nat Turner, and we went in there. It was pretty much damn near empty. It basically was empty. A lot of our people would disclose that to watch something ridiculous, like watching Kevin Hart or watching some feminist shit, and it's just like, what is the profit behind all this? Just recently, a couple of days ago, I believe, that I forgot what it was, but the Maryland set off some troops. I think Trump sent some troops here to do some gang investigations or some shit, and you had to question why is this now happening? Why didn't Obama do this shit when he was in office? But you don't hear any uproars about this. You don't hear any uproars about what anything about any of this shit. Like, I look online to see what it was talking about. Hardly anybody commented on it. But until Jake gets shot, then that's when the uproar comes in. And our people ain't worth shit because they don't do anything. I mean, of course they can't do anything, but at the same time that's the only time they'll try to do something is if Jake gets shot, and even then they don't do anything. And I'm not defending any gangs out here, but at the same time, if this was really something you wanted to do, this is something that should have been done. It's more so, that's what I was like, in this video, I'm really more so getting on the hypocrisy of our people that likes to side along Esau. Because Esau would do a whole bunch of wicked shit, and Jake don't say anything. Because as soon as Jake gets shot by Edomite, or so-called Edomite, because you got some cops that have white skin than there are us. But as soon as the nigga gets shot, there's an uproar. But for how long? The uproar never lasts long. So I'm gonna get to start it off with the first scripture, which is Jeremiah 11:14. Pray not for these people, neither lift up a cry or pray for them, for the Lord would not hear it. So I mean, why is the Lord not going to hear it? Because you had the number one chance to find the right cries and prayers for yourselves, but you neglect what the Lord has set out for the children of Israel. You're going to say this is the white man's book, but here you Jakes are following after the white man. Makes no sense. You're trying to find any other way to get away from the Lord just to keep doing what Esau tells you to do. And of course, naturally, we're supposed to obey our oppressors at this point, but not in total submission to them. That's why we go out there teaching his Yahweh Shem Yahshua's words, because we know that there's going to be a downfall reckoning. We know that Esau is not our friend. We know that you niggas ain't our friends. That's why I was like, this is to the boiling point of wondering on how can you call on Christ, so-called Christ, or God, which we ultimately know is Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Shah, but how can you call on the Most High and you don't do anything, you don't have any works to show that you're really about Yahweh and Yahweh Shah? That's what you get, what was it? That's when you get Psalms 50 and 16, where it questions the wicked about what have they done to keep the Lord's commandments. The wicked is not only Esau, but it's 2/3 of our people. Well, correction, I'm gonna say it's 2/3 of our people, because we know Esau is wicked, but he can never obtain the full knowledge of the Most High, of this book. But that goes to two-thirds of our wicked people that want us to make up all sorts of doctrines, open up these churches, be pork chop pastors, what else? Fake Israelites, entertainment Israelites, as I'm going to call it, because that's all they are, is entertainment, because they're out for the views, the women, popularity. The Lord's not worried about all that. If you're going to worry about that, hell, I'm going to say it like it is. If anything, you should be doing it for the Lord. Hey, hell, that should be the only reason you should be out there for. The views, I could care less. The popularity means nothing unless I'm receiving it from the Lord, and ultimately through in the kingdom. The Lord will know I'm of the elect. But that's where the true popularity will come in. That's where the true fame will come in. That's when actual true women will come into play. Because these women ain't even women. These are little girls you're chasing after. The views. What the views you can worry about in the kingdom. We're going to be known all throughout Israel. Throughout the entire world. So what good is the views now when it's coming from corrupted niggas, where I could get one view of a sincere person that's been sincerely watching, who's not out there for just because you out there doing something, just cussing out the white man. No, we're gonna cuss out Esau, these heathens, and these niggas, but we're also gonna edify the correct way, or edify in general, compared to what a lot of jakes don't. But that's another ball game. But at the same time, Esau has our people tricked in a mind game, where it's all about the physical flesh instead of the spiritualness. It's none of this stuff is spiritual here. But Esau, you're gonna receive your fate because of all the wicked shit you're doing, especially with all the shit that's going on now. This is just a rejoicous moment for you being brought down closer to the end. That's what you get. What is it? That's what you get Malachi 1 and 4, where it talks about you being impoverished, but you trying to rebuild the desolate places thereof. But the Lord's going to say He's going to throw this shit down. Why? Because it doesn't need to be built. So you can make it, 10 times worse? 20 times worse? And inhabitable? This place, correction. This place will be inhabitable. Because it's going to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. And that'll be the beautiful thing about this. Because that 2/3 of our people are roasted and going to be brought back correct. There won't be any more false doctrines. There won't be any more gods. There won't be no more it won't be any more gods but the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, and it won't be no Esau, no Edomites over us. We're gonna have a better way of living. It ain't gonna be like this cesspool here where we can't breathe, eat, or eat correct, or even live right. Like Esau plays a big hand in this contraption that this place is called America. Because this is all it is a contraption, a mall of luxuries that won't last long, like any other business. Eventually, they run out. That's the beautiful thing about it. So I'm gonna get this last scripture, which is Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity, and that's rightfully so. Esau, woe to you that devises iniquity. You devise Babylon. You devise the missiles, and ultimately it's gonna be destruction unto you. Thus saith the Lord, because he's the one who ultimately will destroy this place. So with that, I just want to say Shalom and death to Babylon.